What's up? I was just sitting here reminiscing about some things. This video is just to talk about WWE Live. I've been to 22 WWE Live events in my life. Um, my first live event experience came in 2001, WWF Raw's War. I went to that one. I had so much fun. I'll never forget my first one. I got to see The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin and Lita and Trish. My mom took me to that one. I might have said this before, but I had so much fun at that Raw. And I'll never forget my very first one because I was a huge Rock fan at the time, and I was a huge Stone Cold and Lita and Trish and Undertaker fan. I got to see Undertaker come out on his bike, and it was very cool. Now, me, I done saw a whole lot of stuff happen in real life at WWE. The WWE might be in a phase where it's stupid now, but the WWE ain't always been stupid, And um, there was a time where I just every time when WWE would come to St. Louis, I would just go and get my tickets, and I'll be there. I've been to so many house shows in my life. I went to a couple of house shows in 2003 in St. Louis. Then I went to a couple of house shows in 2004. My most memorable WWE house show would be when they came here and Batista and Randy Orton. I mean, it was Batista and Eddie Guerrero had fought for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and Batista walked right past me and shook my hand, and Eddie Guerrero had walked past me, and I took a picture of him. That's the last time I got to see him before he died. I was also at a Raw house show in 2004. Chris Benoit took on Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. I've been to a couple of Raw and SmackDown Super shows. I've been to two of those, and been to all sorts of pay-per-views. It's nothing like the experience going to live. It's very different. And I pretty much done saw everybody in real life, from Jeff Hardy to Triple H to Trish. I saw Steve Austin once. Saw the Great Khali. I saw Shelton Benjamin, MVP. I can't name everybody. I saw Batista. I saw Chris Benoit. I saw Michelle McCool, Paul London, Brian Kendrick. I got to see Dean Ambrose and them when they was jobbers, when they was like, what can I say, like dark matches. I didn't really know who they was back then. I was at the Raw when John Cena first got drafted to WWE Raw. That was an electric night for me. Even though I say I hate Cena, being in that crowd when John Cena got drafted to Raw, that Monday night in St. Louis, that was awesome. I'll never forget that. I got to see Matt Hardy. I got to see the Mexicals, Rey Mysterio. Half of all the Divas, Crystal Marshall, Bobby Lashley, Umaga. Got to see almost everybody from the Ruthless Aggression era and half of the Attitude era, Hardcore Holly. I went to some Raws in 2006. When Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon was getting ready to face each other at Backlash, and Vince McMahon was playing with God and all that stuff. Shane McMahon was there. I got to see him. Stephanie, I think I got to see her like 3 times. And the one in 2001 was Stone Cold Stunned her. I was at that one. I got pay-per-views. My first pay-per-view was it? I think it might have been Judgment Day 2007. That was my first WWE pay-per-view when Batista took on Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And later on before that, it was a Raw in St. Louis that I was at before that when I think it was John Cena versus the Great Khali, and the coach was still the general manager. I've been to a lot of SmackDowns when they had the Big Fist. ECW, I got to see them take down the Big Fist and set up for the ECW stage. I've been to a house show when the Nexus was attacking John Cena. The Ruthless Aggression house shows was shows that I've been to was the best though. I'll never forget those. I've been to like maybe how many Raws in the Ruthless Aggression era? No, the one in 2005. I went to a house show, Raw and SmackDown Super Show in '06. You know, I've been to a ton of them. I only got to see Brock Lesnar one time, and that was at the Raw 1000 episode that came in 2012. Been to Raw Rumble 2012, Elimination Chamber 2010. I was at that when I was sitting close to the chamber. Now at the 1000 episode, when I went to the Raw 1000, the best part of the night was when The Rock came out. Man, my wife was sitting there with me, and see, I hadn't seen The Rock since 2001. At the Attitude Era show, I had to wait all them years to see him again, and that was phenomenal when he came out and he was talking shit to Daniel Bryan, then he rock bottom Daniel Bryan. That was awesome. And the best thing about going there live, especially in the Ruthless Aggression era, is the fireworks, the pyrotechnics, especially when they had the across the nation music. When Bischoff was the general manager, I used to see them taking the sets apart. You know, sometimes I had bad seats, sometimes I had worse seats, but I still was there. The closest I've been to the ring is when I was at SmackDown in 2006, and I got to see Chris Benoit wrestle Chavo Guerrero, and the main event was King Booker and Big Show versus John Cena and Batista. I was very excited when Batista came out. It ain't nothing like seeing Dave in the Ruthless Aggression era come out live. That's the best feeling. And Triple H, Shawn Michaels, I saw him. I was at a Raw when DX reunited in 2009. I was there when Randy Orton and Legacy jumped Shane McMahon. But my best one will always be my first one. The Attitude Era Raw. Stone Cold Steve Austin came out with this disturbed music and Stunner Stephanie. That was the best one out of all 22 of the WWE live events that I've been to. Even seeing Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, the first one had to be the Attitude Era Raw. You know, and one time I went to WWE in 2006. The show was over, and The Undertaker had came out. And I was getting ready to leave. I was like, wait a minute. The Undertaker is coming out in like the dark matches. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know Taker was coming out. I had to rush back into the arena to get in my seat. And the funniest event I was at is when The Miz was acting like The Rock. I was there at that show. Everybody got food. The Miz came out dressing like The Rock, and I thought The Rock had came out, and here to come to find out it was The Miz. I was like, what the fuck, man? I just got ganked. I was jumping all over the floor, and the person next to me was like, that's The Miz, man. But I love WWE coming to St. Louis. The last time I went was April 28th. I've been in Attitude Era. I've been to pay-per-views. I got to see the Chamber. Still haven't been to WrestleMania yet. I would love to go there. Royal Rumble. I was at that one in 2012, my very first Royal Rumble event. One live event I think I've went to. It was a SmackDown live event that came here when CM Punk is wearing the mask. But the WWE live experience has really treated me well, and I'm happy to share my WWE live event experience with y'all. I saw everybody. I don't have nothing to prove anymore because I've been there and done it. Even though the WWE is stupid right now, I done been there and done it. So I can't get mad at anybody like the WWE because I've pretty much done seen everybody from TNA, Bubba Ray Dudley, and Taz, and everybody that worked for TNA when they was in WWE. I can't get mad at nobody for liking the WWE because I don't have my fun already. And I want to thank y'all for watching this very special WWE live event video from me. All right, peace, y'all.